Welcome to the Bubba Army YouTube channel. They're saying that spanking your kids makes them behave worse.
Because they like it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, rare.
No, it's not what they're saying. Can you imagine if you had a kid, like a girl, and you spanked her, she's like 7, and you spank her, she goes, give it to me harder, daddy.
Well, that's so.
I'd be like, what?
Well, no, the theory is the girls that like that when they're older got that when they were growing up.
For real?
Yeah.
Sure, there's a bit of that.
You think girls that like to get spanked as adults got spanked as young kids?
It happens.
Yeah, and never, also men, too.
But it's never in, hold on. I got spanked as a kid, and I don't want no spanking as an adult.
Well, it doesn't happen with everybody.
Bitch whipping my ass.
But
I can't even think of the one thing that I want least than
no
that.
Way.
There's a lot of imprinting that goes on at that age. I saw this
That's true.
thing where this guy got spanked and his thingy moved. And then he liked it from then on out.
Yeah.
He associated it with sexual arousal.
Bubba, I couldn't agree with you more. That does nothing for me.
You want me to get turtled up and have my wiener be a negative something?
Right. Any
ass.
What if someone grabs your ass during sex?
Well, that's grabbing my ass.
Different.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
But having me get on bend over the bed because I have to get some spankings. Are you kidding me?
Right, Lummy. How do you like that?
I might do it the first time, but the first time old girl laid it in there hard, I'd be like, "Oh no, we're not doing this anymore, bitch."
You beat her.
Next one like that, and you're gonna have to be going to the dentist.
Yeah, I'm gonna scratch you with my shoes, bitch. Swerve.
Thank you so much for talking with me.
Let me tell you something. I got spanked as a kid, and it was exactly what it was supposed to be—a deterrent.
Yeah.
I don't. When you mess up, you're gonna get your ass whipped, and it sucks. And if your dad is tough enough and he's not some pussy. Can you imagine Brian Matroni probably can't whip no ass?
No.
But Dan.
Well, he probably has a no spanking policy.
Yes.
Yeah. I wonder where the Diacos are.
Ooh.
Well, I think Nick and Bella got spanked.
Okay.
I think.
They're old enough, I feel.
But I wonder if
New age parents
I bet you Jay and Kendall are not spankers. And I bet you Romina's not a spanker, but Dan is.
Yeah,
Dan's a puncher. He doesn't spank you, punches right in the face.
Today.
Thank you so much.
Dan has to haul his kid into a plastic surgery deal.
Mm-hmm.
Fix whatever he blasted.
Thanks for having me, Stephanie.
Today we're talking about National Suicide Prevention Week, a very important topic.
Listen, no.
They're making a suicide
Let's
deal?
not bring the suicide in on the child spanking. I just don't believe that. Because I'm just saying, man, that's not cool. Kids that kill themselves, I think, have bigger issues than having been spanked.
Well, yeah, they're dead.
Well, yes, I understand that. Jesus, I feel as if I need to just hit this one more time.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show practices healing through humor, consisting of hyperbolic statements and parody on the backside, including the use of disclaimers to cover their collective asses.
2020 has brought a lot of anxiety for many. Can you speak on that?
I can speak about how you're probably pretty hot with makeup on, but I can only imagine when you wipe that clown makeup off what you look like.
Bubba.
I don't think I need to watch that. I'll just read it. A new study found that corporal punishment, like spanking, doesn't yield positive results in a child's behavior and could, in fact, inflict harm. The findings were published Monday after researchers looked at 69 studies from several countries. It included the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, China. Those poor Chinese kids. Can you imagine how much
they just sew their fingers together?
Colombia, Greece, Japan, Switzerland, and Turkey. Some results showed a mix of negative and positive outcomes of parents using corporal punishment, but most showed a negative impact into the disciplinary form. I don't know. There's the old way you used to get spanked back in the day.
Yeah.
Remember now. I was still kind of in that era where they would binge over. It'd be a big production. Doug Clem usually just would wrangle you up. Like if you try to he'd just wrangle you up. And then sometimes the wrangling ended up getting a little tweaked on that deal too.
Yeah, because you're resisting.
Yeah.
You're resisting arrest.
Like, one time, I think I've told this story. My dad worked at night and he slept during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my dad wouldn't get up until about 9 o'clock at night, and he'd have to be at work at 10. Well, he'd sleep like 3 to 9, Blitz, like 3 p.m. Like he'd be going to bed right when we got home from school.
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
me and
when you wanted to play.
Yeah, and so right when you get home from school, 3 o'clock, you're outside, which my dad's bedroom was over kind of by the place we played.
Oh, nice.
And you just, you want to play. Well, the worst was if you woke him up when he was sleeping.
Yeah.
And he would usually...
When someone's sleeping, you don't want to wake them up.
Yeah. Well,
right, Lummy?
because he was... And we called him Kong. That's what Tyler calls me, too, by the way, Kong.
Yeah.
And if you woke up... Kong would usually yell, be quiet or shut up. And then you'd be like...
Yeah, you'd have your headphones in and you just wave and say hi.
There was no headphones back then.
Oh,
no.
I'm sorry.
And so he'd give you a warning. And then if you were in the living room... You could either try to make it back to your bedroom and hide. If you heard him getting up, because it was a big production, if he was getting up, he'd be like, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to whip somebody's ass. You woke me up. I warned you. I got to get up in 3 hours. Nobody gives up around here. And my mom would start scrambling because she knew she was in trouble because she didn't keep us quelled. And one of us was going to get an ass whipping. And Tara never got spanked. It was always me. And so one time I heard him getting up. And I was going to try to make it to my room and hide underneath my bed. He never looked underneath there. It's when I could fit still. And my sister ran outside, which is where I should have gone. But I decided to try to go back. And as soon as I got to his door, you have to go by his door to get to my room. I ran right into him.
Oh, no.
And I'm like 8, 9. I mean, at that point, my dad's 6'1", 225. And he grabbed me by the face. I remember like nothing. Grabbed me by the face, yanked me down on the ground, and put his knee, almost like George Floyd put his knee into my back and put about 7 or 8 super big, hard-ass spanking shots on my ass. And I was wiggling around trying to go, trying to get out.
Yeah.
And then my mom's like, Doug, please. I'm like, yeah, Mom. And he's just conging the hell out of me. Pam, 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 pam. Then he goes back to sleep. It was it was like almost primal.
I'm sure.
But you turned out just fine.
Well. I mean, yeah. But back in the day, man, they would say, come here, son, bend over my knee. And see, the mom would always be like, don't smash him too hard, Jim. And the kid would be like, listen, I think the guy has a hold of his head there, does he not?
Looks like his hair.
That's weird.
Yeah. And they're saying that now will, not be good for your kid. Well, I don't think that is good for your kid, but giving him a couple swift little blasts on the ass.
Sometimes you have to send a message.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And then what the kid thinks is, okay, you know what? That behavior equated getting something that hurt. It sucks. It hurts. It's a big production. I'm going to maybe not do that again. Because the next time I do it, I might get the same consequence. And getting smacked. Remember when you were a kid, man, getting smacked on the ass at school was like the ultimate. Man, did you hear such and such got 2 whacks today? Yeah.
That didn't happen at my school.
And then it would be like an urban legend. Yeah, man, I heard Mr. Farrar's paddles like 6 foot long with holes in it and spikes.
Yeah, my elementary school, the principal had a paddle on the wall.
Yeah.
And I think like I heard maybe once it got used or something like if even.
Oh no!
But Blitz, it may only gotten used once, but there were probably urban legend stories.
There was.
Man, one time Jeremy whatchamacallit came in there.
She's got the Board of Education.
Yeah, and she smashed it so hard that the kid's head, fell against the desk and cut open and stuff.
They had to call the ambulance.
Had to call the ambulance. His ass was on fire.
Yeah.
Kind of like Anna's ass is when we do an MMF.
This group suggests putting favorite toys away or reducing screen time will help instead
Listen,
of
little Johnny,
spanking.
you just threw a rock through the living room.
Yeah, like Hamas.
I'm going to reduce your screen time to 10 minutes.
I couldn't even imagine.
I'm going to reduce your screen time from hitting you so hard you can't see.
Yeah, I'm going to reduce your screen time.
Yeah, exactly.
When you finally regain consciousness from me beating you so hard, you might be able to look at your iPhone. That's what I'm saying.